some attention, and nothing's working to change your direction. You're on blue. Who knows you're on blue? When every bruise looks good on you. Tell me who knows you're on blue? When every bruise looks good on you. Why won't you hold my hand? Are you gonna deny this? Do the best you can. I haven't got a plan, but I'm gonna survive this. That's just who I am. When you're on blue, you keep everything inside of you. You try to play it cool. Sometimes you gotta break the rules. I don't know why you are confused. All you need is a little bit of attitude. Yeah. This is it. I'm tired of explaining. It's too late because everyone is waiting. That's great. So why are you complaining? You're on blue. If I'm unsure, will anybody notice? It's my fault because I love you on purpose. I'm insecure or just a little nervous. You're on blue. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Starting to enjoy the view. I'm all about the attitude. Who knows you're on blue? When every bruise looks good on you. Tell me who knows you're on blue? When every bruise looks good on you. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you? I've got no place to be alone, my friend. He cut his wrist instead. There's your answer. You better save yourself, or else nothing like success. I would rather be in hell than regret. Do you need
Yo.
like I need you?
The people.
It's over. Oh, do you need
What do we got?
anything like I need you?
Oh.
No, I do.
Not dead yet? That's all right. He's getting there. Oh. Dude, I became an empty nester today. Telling you, it's been a weird day, guys.
Tough time. Wet my face with reality and permit me to breathe before I
Do it again. Do you need like I need you? It's over. Oh.
Do you need
Anything like I need you? Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Oh. Let's go. Dude, they are stopping in Chicago. His girlfriend has family there, so they're definitely stopping in Chicago. They should be in Salt Lake City right now! Somewhere around now. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Oh, do you need anything like I need you? Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Let's go. They're making good time. They're close. They're not close to Chicago. No, they should be in Salt Lake. It's possible that he'll pop into the stream at some point. I did send him a message earlier. I have not heard back from him. I assume they're just driving. Dude, it's weird. So somebody had asked, let's go. Somebody had asked what's going on with his room. So the room is it's gonna be my room now. I mean, we had given him the master bedroom, like as a little apartment. You know what I'm saying? I mean, me and Jenny keep very separate schedules. So we actually have separate rooms because she goes to bed far earlier than I do. She keeps a normal day schedule. I go to bed at like 7 a.m. We see each other sort of like in crossing, right? So I'm taking that room now. I was up there today. Dude, it was crazy though today because so he left this record player for me, right? And it's like a radio. It's like a combined record player, CD player, whatever. So I just turned it on to a random radio station and the song Cats in the Cradle came on, right? Which is, you know, a pretty old classic song about a father and son. And then immediately following that was Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds, which is one of his fucking favorite songs, like when he was younger. So, dude, it was pretty crazy. I actually recorded a couple videos because I was like, dude, what are the chances of that? You know what I mean? Like, it was pretty wild. So, yeah, so I've been definitely in a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a, it's weird. It's weird because like when he left this morning, there were a lot of tears, right? And you know, as the moving truck pulled away. And then I went to bed though, and I woke up and I was still sad, but I was also like super proud, right? Because for me, guys, so to give you a little cue in, I'm not much into regret or anything, but when I was younger, I got accepted to UCLA and UC Berkeley, and I really wanted to go to Berkeley. All right, I did. I wanted to go to Berkeley because it was the epicenter of like 60s activism. And so Berkeley was like the school that really aligned with my fucking idea of like the type of person I was and the type of education I wanted to have. But I was too afraid to move that far away from home. So I never even went up there, right? I never even went up there. And so seeing him like just drive a moving van across country to go live in New York City, like made me feel good. It felt like it healed a little bit of that wound that I've been nursing for being too afraid to go to Berkeley when I was, 18, right? And no, they don't have a job or an apartment. I mean, I think Caroline has a job, right? His girlfriend has a job, I believe. And but they have an Airbnb for a month, right? So that's what they're doing. They're getting a storage unit for all their stuff in like New Jersey, and then they have an Airbnb in Astoria that they're going to is going to be home base while they try to find a place to live, right? For hopefully just 1 month, maybe 2, right? We'll see how long it takes them. But yeah, so they're like storing their shit. They just showed up like, hello. Dude, thank heavens for the Airbnb system, right? Dude, that's crazy. It's really scary. Nah, dude, they got this, boss. You have no idea, like the resolve of these young people. Like, dude, I'm not worried about it at all, man. Dude, I have a couple friends there that hopefully will help him out, and his girlfriend has a sibling there. Make your own Berkeley. Dude, yeah, no, Johanna, I really wanted to go to UC Berkeley, but I went to UCLA instead. And it was disappointing. I mean, UCLA is like really conservative, okay? And I am not, right? And compared to Berkeley, UCLA is like a fucking 60-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? Dude, let's go. You like this shirt? Dude, I like this shirt. I'm vibing with the shirt. But yeah, it's been a crazy day. And it's really going to hit after this, guys, because this is like normally I would see my son at like 3 a.m. That's when we usually cross paths mostly, right? I finish streaming. I start working on a video. And then, I go out in the kitchen. He comes down. We have some food together. We hang out. You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm really going to notice it. Like, because Jenny's asleep, I'm going to really be in an empty nest, Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy getting used to like not having him here late nights. Would they be able to vote? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're going to register in New York City, but if they are, they will vote. Dude, Cajun, let's go. Oh, let's go, Cajun. We love to see it. Wagons east. Follow the sun. He is following the sun. Dude, he's going to let his light shine. Let's go. Thank you, Cajun. Let's go. Yeah, no, I'm excited for him. I mean, dude, thank you so much, Cajun. Fucking you rule. So, dude, one more fucking Trumpy. Oh, is he dead yet? But so where'd I get this? Dude, I just had it made, guys. You can make t-shirts on Amazon. Just get one of those make your own tees and make sure you put them inside out and they die fairly quick. They're cheap. You know what I'm saying? It's like $16 on Amazon and they don't last that long. They last a couple months. But more merch. We'll get to the merch eventually. We definitely will. No, not $50. $15. Dude, 15, bro. Not 50. Come on. Dude, I'm not paying $50 for a fucking t-shirt. Dude, it better be some Gucci shit. Dude, seriously, that has to come with a date, right? Just kidding. I would pay $50 for a nice, like, artistic screen printed shirt. But holy shit. All right. Dude, let's go. All right. So, dude, Cajun kicked us off. Let's put together a goal. All right. We're going to try a 15 super chat goal for a dance party. All right. We're going to see if we can get 15 little ones for a dance party for the empty nester. That's me, in case you were wondering. There's the goal. We're going to try 15 for the empty nester. All right. $2 or more. Yeah. No, it's pretty crazy. Right? It's pretty, yeah. I don't know, dude. It's going to be pretty interesting, you know? But, you know, so I am a weird mix of like sad and super proud, right? You try not to use them. Oh, Amazon, dude, I use Amazon all the time, right? Sending all the love. Let's go. Yeah, clown. Yeah, no, I think he's in good hands, dude. He and his girlfriend are both like extraordinarily resourceful. They really are. They really are. They're like super resourceful. Dude, they brought this shit together. They made this shit together, like come together like really quick, dude. You know? But man, packing that moving van was a journey, boss. That was a journey. Bezos is evil. Dude, they're all evil. They're all evil. Dude, you want one that says, I'll take it? Is that a 𝗙ance reference? Dude, Antifa versus the pedos. Dude, how about that Elon Musk? Oh, shit. Dude, you see this? Right? You see what Liam Neeson tweeted today or just a few minutes ago? He was like, dude, he's like, uh-oh. He's like, Elon hasn't tweeted since we all found out he was invited to Epstein Island. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Elon, like 400 tweets a day. And all of a sudden, oh, now he's not tweeting at all because of Epstein Island. Dude, we know. You just know that he's in there. And Bannon and Thiel. Oh, Lord have mercy. The Doge father. The fucking dumb shit father. I know his dad is a pedo. Ah. Feel you, bro. Being a workaholic and single would get lonely. Yeah, no, I get it. I'm not single. I have a girlfriend. But yeah, no, I am fucking, you know what I'm saying? I am, dude, PhD, let's go! Yeah, so, dude, let's look at this, dude. Shall we look at Elon in the Epstein scenario here? Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy. Dude, look at this shit. Oh, why is Rogan? Oh, dude, I was like, why is all this Rogan shit coming up? And then I realized there was Rogan. Oh, Lord, dude. Janae, let's go! Yeah, dude, this shit is crazy. Who is this? Who is Kim Iverson? Is she a MAGA? Dude, she seems like a MAGA. Oh, yeah. Dude, where did they find these MAGA weirdos? Dude, let's go, clown. Dude, you can just tell, bro. You can tell by her face, by her Botox cheeks. Dude, right? You see those Botox cheeks? I'm like, dude, you can almost guarantee that that's MAGA. Dude, Laurel Loomer is freakish, dude. She is. She is freakish. Hold on, let's see what Jen Psaki has to say. This should be interesting. Was she on the Hill? See, who? Kim Iverson? That makes sense. Because, guys, the Hill is like totally fucking Trump jerking. Dude, the Hill, dude, MAGA on MAGA. Let's go. Yup. Dude, the Hill is a total like right-wing stroker mag. It is, dude. The Hill, it's like the right-wing stroker network. Right? Dude, it is so like right-wing snarky. Dude, Brutus, let's go towards my new lava lamp. Let's fucking go, baby. What's the Hill? The Hill is news channel. But I've watched it before, but they always have a right-wing slant. Always. The Hill. That makes sense. All right, we're gonna watch a little MSNBC. You know why? Because it makes MAGA fucking shit themselves. Dude, Brutus, let's go. Thank you, boss. Oh, yeah. Dude, I got to get a new headset. Somebody remind me in Discord to get a new headset. All right? My fucking headset is zoinked, bro. All right, here we go. You ready? Let's check it out.
Okay. Remember that day back in June when Elon Musk and Donald Trump's bromance very publicly crashed out? Can you believe that was June? And remember this tweet from that very day? Time to drop the really big bomb, Musk wrote. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT.
Dude, remember Rogan? Remember Rogan reacting to that, dude? I got to throw that in here. Hold on, dude, because that was one of the funnier moments ever, okay? Oh, dude, this one right here, dude.
Since we were talking about fake news, this is going to come up because it's been going on since we've been recording here. Elon and Trump seem to be in a bit of a spat, Joe. You want to check the tweet that Elon just put out a little bit ago?
Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Jesus Christ.
I'm not participating in any of that conversation between Elon and
Have a
Trump.
nice day.
Dude.
Someone should take his phone away.
They're going back and
Someone
forth
should
about
take his
different
phone
things.
away.
Yeah.
Dude, and 𝗏𝗏 Patel is there. 𝗏𝗏 Patel knows. 𝗏𝗏 Patel is on this show. He knows. He's there. They're covering. He's part of the PR tour of like, oh, nothing happened. Oh, there's no list. Nobody exists. Epstein who? Right?
Yeah. Listen,
Well, he said he was disappointed in Elon.
Yeah, they told him to leave.
Jesus Christ, that's a crazy thing to say. How does he know? Does he know that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files? Or does he have access to the
Dude,
Epstein
look
files?
at him.
I don't know how he would, but I'm just staying out of the Trump.
Look at him, dude. Smarmy. Right? Smarmy. Right? Smarmy. Look at these guys, dude.
Elon thing, that's way outside
What
my
the
lane.
fuck are they doing?
I know my lane, and that ain't it.
I just don't.
I know my lane and that ain't it. You're head of the FBI, you fuckwit. Like, your lane is literally the Epstein files. You are driving a bus down the lane of the Epstein files. Dude, 𝗏𝗏 Patel, like one eye's looking over here, the other eye's looking over there. He's like, I don't know which lane I'm in. I just see bullets that say anti-ice and move my vehicle, please. Move thine vehicle. Why does the bullet say move thine vehicle? Reprehensibly. Dude, seriously.
I mean, I understand he owns Twitter. I think it's bad for your mental health. I think posting things public all day and arguing with people all day is bad for you.
Yeah, well, guess what, guys? Much like I said earlier, Elon hasn't been posting all day today. right? Ever since we found out Elon's going to Epstein Island or was about to go to Epstein Island, all of a sudden, homie went real quiet today on the tweet. I guess he decided to heed Joe Rogan today and sort of, yeah, today I'm not going to tweet. I'm going to take care of my mental health.
Well, nearly 4 months have passed since then, and the Trump administration still has not released the Epstein files. The story goes on. But Democrats have been fighting tooth and nail to get their hands on whatever documents they can. And today, Democrats on the House Oversight Committee released new documents obtained from Epstein's estate. This batch included flight logs and some of Epstein's daily schedules.
Now, we might add, guys, that what they're looking at right now, the oversight Dems, this is not from the FBI files. These are coming from the Epstein estate, which is managed by those two guys, okay? Those two co-executors, the ones who sent the birthday book and the previous group of information. So since the FBI and Trump's DOJ is not releasing anything, the Dems have subpoenaed shit. Oversight Dems subpoenaed the estate. Okay, so the estate is coming forward with more documents. And this is going to continue happening. Now, in a minute, we're going to talk about what happened today with Mike Johnson, because he threw yet another obstacle in the way of getting these things released. Mike Johnson did. He's pulling some shit. Yeah. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Now, included in those documents are the names of some pretty powerful people, including Trump allies like billionaire Peter Thiel, Steve Bannon, and yes, Elon Musk himself.
Oh, yes.
As Epstein's calendar put it, reminder, Elon Musk to Island, December 6th. Is this still happening? ? There you go.
Oh, my God, dude. 2014. Dude, you see that? Elon Musk to Island, December of 2014. Guys, that was a full, 5 years after he finished doing time for the prostitution ring in Palm Beach. That's after. Elon was going to the island after he was already convicted. Dude, the plot thickens. Popcorn, people. Popcorn. Oh, let's go.
Well, I mean, okay then. It's there. And look, there's a running theme here. Every time the House Oversight Committee gets to work, something new comes to light. We've seen that over and over again. That's kind of the point. That's why they want all the files released. And there's been a big step forward in the House toward doing just that. The discharge petition to force a vote on a resolution to compel the release of the Epstein files is now on track to hit the required 218 signatures.
It is. It is the special election of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏's daughter who won, that they now have 218. But much like somebody said before, Mike Johnson is cucking the vote. Okay? Dude, look at this. Look at what Mike Johnson's doing here. Okay? So Mike Johnson is refusing to swear in 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Okay? He's not going to swear her in until October. All right? And now technically he can do this because he can put it off until her election results are official. But he's already sworn in Republican special election winners on their preliminary vote. And they normally swear everybody in right away on the vote. Right? They never wait until the official vote count. So he is delaying it because they could be released right now. They have the votes, but now it's going to be until October. So again, he's putting it off, dude. Once again, the Christians protecting the pedophiles. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weirdly normal, right? Dude. Yeah, fuck you, Trumpy. Oh, Mike Johnson. Oh, he's going to get railroaded so hard his son's phone's going to go off. Dude, these motherfuckers, bro. I am so tired of these fucking clowns, dude. You want an Elon punch? There it is. There it is. Fuck you, Elon.
Democrat 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗃 won a special election in Arizona on Tuesday, but she hasn't been sworn in yet. 𝗃𝗪𝗪 and other Democrats have said Speaker Mike Johnson can swear her in at any moment, but that he's dragging his feet. 2 weeks ago, Johnson swore in another Democrat based on unofficial results, but now he's insisting on official results to come in before swearing in 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗃. Funny how that works, isn't it?
𝗃𝗪𝗪.
And yes, 𝗃𝗪𝗪 thinks the Epstein petition is definitely a factor.
I'm sort of wondering why in 2 weeks the rules are so different, and maybe it has something to do with the fact that I'm number 218.
Maybe it does. I bet it does.
Yeah, it has everything to do with the fact that she's number 218, right? I mean, dude, there's no other critical vote happening right now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Dude, fucking A,
Joining
bro.
us now is Congressman Ro Khanna, a Democrat from California and member of the House Oversight Committee. As always, there's so much to ask you about. I just have to just start by, can we just start on the irony that the Musk tweet was in some ways the spark that lit the match, and today we see a document with Elon Musk's name in it. What did you think when you saw that?
You know, I'm just amazed how many powerful people does Jeffrey Epstein know? I mean, this is like the president of the United States. He's hanging out with Musk, with Bill Gates, with Peter Thiel. The list is endless. And this is why Americans are asking, what is behind this? And the reality is, okay, Elon issued a denial. He said, I wasn't at the island. You know what the best way to know is just release the files. Release all the files, get all the evidence out there, and we'll have the facts out. But the drip, drip, drip actually is just feeding more concern that elite people are being protected.
No question about that. And in the interim, while they're dragging their feet, you guys are tirelessly pushing for more information. I mean, Steve Bannon is also mentioned in these documents.
Dude, you know Bannon's getting freaky, right? Right? Bannon? Like, can't you just see him? I can absolutely see Bannon at like a fucking grade school. You know what I mean? That motherfucker should be in prison, dude.
Your colleague, ranking member Robert Garcia, said back in July that he was a target for his 15 hours of Epstein footage, that in terms of a subpoena target. Are you going to ask the committee for a subpoena for him? I mean, is this somebody whose information and all of his footage would be of interest to the committee getting their hands on?
Absolutely. I mean, he talked to Epstein at a time where Epstein already had the plea deal. So he has very relevant information. Epstein's brother wanted the information that Bannon had. But we should have complete transparency, and we should have the release of the files. And, you know, 𝗪𝗡 and I have this discharge petition. You mentioned it in your monologue that 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗃 will be the 218th vote. That is very rare. She should be sworn in on Tuesday. That's the pro forma session. And I just want your viewers to know there were two Florida openings when Matt Gaetz left Congress and when Michael Waltz left Congress. And
there was Randy Fine and the other guy from Florida.
Republicans swore them in on a pro forma session. That means a session where you don't have votes. They would be breaking precedent by not doing that on Tuesday. The only reason that they don't want us to have votes and that they aren't swearing her in is because of this Epstein files. Can you believe that? The government is about to shut down, and they are so concerned about protecting these rich, powerful men and not having a vote on Epstein that they're not willing to swear in someone who won 69-29 in her election, and they're not willing to have us take votes this week.
Yeah, dude, Dude, she cleaned up. Marisol, what's up? 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗃, she won by a fucking mile, bro. Yeah, they don't, well, so obviously these guys, they don't care about, like, at this point, the Republicans, they don't care about even following the law. You know what I mean? Like, for them, even following the law or the Constitution, it has no bearing on what they do anymore, man. It is pretty fucking brutal.
I mean, I can believe it because we've seen what they've done over the last many, many months. But yes, I'm glad you called it out so people understand exactly what's happening here. They're between 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗃's swearing in and the potential for a shutdown. There's a lot of time, and I know you're tracking this and you've talked about it, for Republicans to kind of try to pull back those four who have said they'd be for signing the discharge petition. Are you concerned about that? How solid do you think they are?
I was concerned, and I've been texting 𝗪𝗪𝗪 all weekend, and they...
Yeah, see, I hadn't thought about that. And that is something that's going to get real here. I mean, I had kind of thought about it, but then I decided not to think about it. But they have those 4 votes, right? They have Massey, they have Lauren Boebert, they have Nancy Mace, and who was the other one? Who was the 4th one that they had from the Republicans? Nancy Mace, MTG. Yes. Okay, MTG. So it was Boebert, MTG, and Nancy Mace. However, what's going to happen now? Now that they have, like they were saying yes when they didn't have 218. So they were able to like vote for this thing, but there was no chance of it happening. But is one of them going to peel back now? Is Nancy Mace going to rethink this because she's got that South Carolina governor election coming up and she's going to need Trump on her nuts? You know what I mean? That is like, I think Mace will be the one. Don't you? I could see her flipping, right? They already signed. Yeah, but so the thing about it is though, is that doesn't mean they'll have the vote, right? That doesn't mean they'll vote. They could peel off the votes. You know what I'm saying? Because just signing the discharge petition, that just forces the vote. If they don't vote for release of the files, then the thing dies right there. So, right? You know what I mean? It's not even about the discharge petition. It's about the vote that comes after it. So this thing may well die in the House with them going on the record that they flip-flopped like that.
They have been getting pressure from the Republican leadership, from the White House. But to their credit, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Nancy Mace, and Lauren Boebert are standing firm, and they have not taken their name off. And I think in this case, it's really the human aspect. I mean, they met the survivors. They saw them in tears, recounting how they were raped at the age of 14 and then told to go recruit other junior high and high school students to be abused. You can't hear that and not be moved on just a human level. And that is,
I guess, too, they can take their name off the petition even after being on it as well. So they could end the discharge petition as well.
Why I'm confident that they're going to stick with it. And as soon as we can get 𝗙𝗪𝗪 sworn in, as she is supposed to be done constitutionally and based on tradition, we will get the vote on this petition, and it's going to pass.
Now, here's the thing, though, guys, because we know this thing is going to die in the Senate, right? We know it's going to die in the Senate. However, if we can get it to pass the House, okay, and then it has to go to the Senate, then it's going to die in the Senate, but then we will have all 535 elected representatives on record for hiding the Epstein files. That is a big political cannon to march out onto the battlefield of the 2026 election. Okay? You know, that's going to be a lot of Republicans in competitive districts saying, you know what? Once we found out Trump and Elon's name were in these things, we decided to hide them. Dude, that's going to be fucking huge, bro. So they do need, like, Boebert and MTG and Nancy Mace can't fold, because we do have to get this thing through the House. We got to. Then they go on record. I think that's important. That would be a nice little political cannon to wheel out on the battlefield.
Next week, just a couple of days from now, September 30th, the government is on track to shut down. There are a range of reasons for this, including Republicans won't fund healthcare subsidies, which I think is a really important part of this, that millions of people rely on. What's going to happen? What do you make of it? What should people understand about it?
Well, look, the premiums for people are going to go up 80 to 90% if you are on healthcare on the exchange. And one of the issues is that they shouldn't be taking away the health care. But there's a much bigger issue as well, Jen, and that is this is an administration that is prosecuting its enemies. It's an administration that is deporting people without due process. It's an administration that is threatening people's free speech if they criticize the views of Charlie Kirk.
Thank you,
it's
Jimmy
an administration that is putting blanket tariffs that are raising people's prices. So much for Donald Trump's promise. I'm going to reduce and lower your prices on day one. All he's done is raise prices. And the Democrats are just saying, we're not going to be complicit. We're not going to be complicit with an unconstitutional government that is raising your prices, that is making your...
All right, that's not on Epstein. We don't really need that information. Yeah, so to clear it up for you who was asking, the discharge petition is to force a vote on a bill that is being proposed, and that bill would require the Department of Justice and the FBI to release all of the Epstein files with keeping the victims redacted, but everything else unredacted. And so that's what would go to the Senate, okay? I mean, there's no way it would get through the Senate, right? There's no way. You know what I'm saying? There's no way it would get through the Senate, but we just want to get them on record, you know? That's all we need. We need to get them on record, right? It's going to be devastating either way, dude. It is, if that thing gets on, it is going to be fucking devastating. It is, dude. Yeah, it is good politics. I mean, the whole point is this. The whole point is because in 2026, a lot of these states are changing maps. Okay, these states, you know, Texas, Missouri, Indiana, they're fighting to try and change their maps. Florida. Now, the situation is playing, right? Can I mod your old one? Yeah, dude, send me a message like Discord or somewhere that confirms that. So what I was going to say though is because of their attempts to like redistrict and all this shit, I think there's going to be a lot more competitive districts this time around. You know, I mean, with Texas trying to guarantee 5 more seats for Trump, I think that makes many more seats winnable, right? They couldn't make them like 5 slam dunks. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain amount of risk in them re-gerrymandering the maps here in the middle. And especially with the economy kind of tanking and, you know, hiding the Epstein files, there's a lot of risk here. I feel like that Epstein shit is going to be real important. It's going to make for a lot of political ads, I feel like. So, yeah, I think it's going to be real risky for them. Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. They're going to be stretched thin. And these guys are just not very good at politics. That's the thing to remember. The thing about Republicans is they're great at abusing power. Okay? They're wonderful at abusing power. They're really, really good at it. Okay? But they're not good at actually playing politics. They're not good. They're too arrogant, too like short-sighted. They're terrible at it. So, right? So they'll go in there and, look, now we got fucking 5 new districts. But they don't realize that now they've weakened, 5 others. And like, okay, so now you think you picked up 5 votes, but maybe the Democrats are going to win, 4 other seats that they wouldn't have normally won. Yeah, I saw that, Bradshaw. All right. There you go. All right. Bada bing. So yeah, dude, it's gonna be pretty crazy. It's gonna be pretty crazy. Yeah, no, they move the goalposts all the time. All the time, dude. All right, I want to see this one here. I want to see.
Suggest Elon Musk may have been a visitor to Epstein Island on December 6th, 2014. An entry in what appears to be Epstein's daily schedule reads, "Reminder, Elon Musk to island, December 6th. Is this still happening?"
Dude, so what's crazy about this, guys, is here's the thing that's interesting about Elon and the island. There's no way for him to prove that he wasn't there. Right? You know what I'm saying? There's no way for him to prove that he wasn't there. And, this story comes out about his dad and his dad being an abuser. That significantly increases the chances of Elon being an abuser, right? 2014, he was not a fucking, epitome of good behavior back then. And so no matter what happens here, there is going to be no real wiggle room for him. I don't think he can prove that he wasn't there. And yeah, why was he there? I mean, what's crazy about this is even if he wasn't there for the girls, like, dude, it's shady that Jeffrey Epstein is having, Prince Andrew, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, Steve Bannon, Ehud Barak. Like, why are all these guys hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein? You know what I'm saying? What kind of service was this guy affording all of them? And Elon does have a history too of, sexual improprieties. He's paid his way out of more than one, sexual harassment situation with flight attendants, right? He's got a problem being horny on airplanes. Pulling out his little, turkey baster, trying to get all the flight attendants impregnated. Bro.
December 6, 2014, of course, is 6 years after Jeffrey Epstein was listed as a sex offender.
Yes.
We've reached out to Elon Musk for comment. He's not just the world's most wealthy man. He was, of course, a very prominent player in the early days of the Trump administration, leading the so-called Department of Government Efficiency, until the two men had a very public falling out in June, when you may recall Elon Musk alleged online that the administration was concealing the files and that Donald Trump was named in them.
Dude, what's so funny is he is so performing. Look at Elon with his, sitting there, right? Oh, yeah. Dude, he's such a performative piece of shit, dude. Elon? Fuck you, Elon! Oh! Dude, yeah. He's like, Who sits like that when they're at a sporting event or what have you, right? Right? Dude, it's the hand gesture of insecurity. Fucking dude, he's making a giant vagina for Trump's neck, right? So they can go vag to vag with Trump's neck. Right? Is that what he's doing? He's like, come here, Trumpy. Come here, Trumpy. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're scissoring. Dude, yes.
Later deleted that post, and after 3 months of estrangement, the two men were pictured together for the first time at the funeral of Charlie Kirk last weekend. The documents also show Prince Andrew listed as a passenger on Epstein's jet in May 2000. It's not the first time we've heard that. During the trial of Epstein's girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, one of her accusers, who was 14 at the time, recalled being a passenger on that jet with Andrew. The Duke of York strenuously denies any wrongdoing.
And again, dude, let's go. Dude, D, appreciate you, boss. Let's go. And again, guys, while we're here, while we're bringing this shit up, let's remind ourselves of this, shall we? This clip is the clip that keeps the gift that keeps on giving. All right, you ready? It's this one right here. This is the one, guys. Okay, here we go.
Have you ever had a personal relationship with Donald Trump?
What do you mean by personal relationships?
Have you socialized with him?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of 18?
Though I'd like to answer that question, at least today, I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights, sir.
Yeah, you see that? That seems like a pretty easy yes or no answer, doesn't it?
Have you ever had a personal relationship with Donald Trump?
What do you mean by personal relationships?
Have you socialized with him?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever socialized with Donald Trump in the presence of females under the age of 18?
Look at his face!
Though I'd like to answer that question, at least today, I'm going to have to assert my 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendment rights, sir.
Dude, you see that face where he's like, dude, like the answer is Y-E-S. The answer rhymes with Hess, right? Y-E-S, and it rhymes with Hess. Bro, that shit is wild, right? That shit is unfucking believable, boss. So yeah, I believe it was the Axios story that came out with this. So let's see what it said. It said Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, and Steve Bannon are all named in Jeffrey Epstein's daily schedules released by House Oversight Dems. Okay, the schedules make reference to Musk flying to the island in 2014 and Thiel and Bannon apparently dining with Epstein as recently as 2017 and 2019. Jesus. So Thiel was hanging out with him while Trump was in office, and Bannon was meeting with him in the year that he fucking died, bro. What the hell? It should be clear to every American that Jeffrey Epstein was friends with some of the most powerful and wealthiest men in the world. Yeah, we already knew that. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, it said committee Dems did not give Republicans advance notice before releasing the tranche. Right? And the GOP accused them of cherry picking documents while concealing others that could implicate Democratic officials. So we'll see. I mean, if they did that, the truth is going to come out. Now, is there, I know Bannon did that interview with Epstein, right? Bannon, he's got like 15 hours of interview footage, doesn't he? Video footage. Have we seen that? Is there anywhere online where that Bannon Epstein footage is, or is that all just like under wraps? I know he's like talked about doing a documentary or some shit. Is anyone had eyes on any of that footage? Because I've not seen any of that. Okay, I've not seen anything. Yeah, dude, fuck Clinton. We don't care about that. So, of course, guys, here's the big one. You ready? Spokespeople for Musk, Thiel, and Bannon did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Yeah, I bet they didn't. I'm guessing none of these guys are going to reply. And when they do, it's going to have some statement that it sounds like a Stephen Chung, right? Sounds like one of those Trumpy statements where they're going to, try to be middle school age boys, right? The schedules come from a third tranche of documents turned over to the panel in response to its subpoena of the estate in August. This batch had 8,544 documents. They show Epstein's phone logs from 2002 to 2005, flight logs between 90 and 2019, and this was the one where they found these guys, daily schedules from 2010 to 2019 in financial ledgers. Now that's actually a big deal here, guys. Daily schedules. This is where we're getting into the shit from the Epstein estate. They're sending over his schedules, which means now we're getting an idea of like who he was meeting, his day-to-day appointments, what he was doing with his time. I feel like that is particularly dangerous for the guys hidden in these files. Musk is listed in a December 6, 2014 entry reading, reminder, Elon Musk to island December 6. Is this still happening? A November 27, 2017 entry lists a 12 p.m. lunch with Peter Thiel. Okay, that is J.D. Vance's big benefactor, of course, and the guy behind Palantir. One of the flight manifests from Epstein's aircraft dated May 12, 2000 references Prince Andrew as a passenger on a flight from Teterboro Airport to West Palm Beach, along with Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and several others. The other side, it's unfortunate Democrats continue to meaninglessly cherry pick documents, politicize this investigation, blah, blah, blah. They're intentionally withholding documents that contain names of Democratic officials. Well, so I don't really see how this is possible, guys. If there's a bunch of names with Dem officials, why don't the Republicans just release this shit? Okay, they lead the oversight committee. They can certainly get these documents and they can release all the Democratic officials, right? Let's release it. Dude, I don't think there's a Democrat alive that wants to protect any Democrats. There is not a Democrat out there that I would protect or shield from the Epstein situation. You know what I mean? There's just not. I don't care. Let them all fry. I don't care if it's Bill Clinton. I don't care if it's Bill Gates, Elon. I don't care if it's Bob Iger at Disney. Let all these motherfuckers fry. Fry. Sorry. Let all these motherfuckers fry. So it says a GOP oversight aide said the committee is going to release unredacted calendars, call logs, and cash ledgers from the estate once victims' names are redacted. So what they're trying to do, guys, okay, is the Republicans are trying to slow this shit down. They're trying to slow it down. They're trying to slow it to a trickle. They're trying to continually lay the claim that this is some politicized witch hunt, right? To use Trumpy's favorite language. And again, they're going to take 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗶 and they're not going to swear her in until October to try and slow this again. All right. But my thing is, guys, I think this shit is coming out. I really do, guys. I believe this shit is coming out. I think it is. I think there is enough energy to force this, and there is enough political cost that I think this is going to find the light of day, right? It will. It may not be like in the near future, but it's definitely going to see the light of day at some point. But I think there's going to be a significant political cost, for people voting against this. I think for Republicans, I think this is going to be a significant political cost for the Republicans. If they get this vote and they have the Republicans on record as hiding these things, yeah, it's going to be a significant fucking cost. It is, bro. I think there's a lot of purple districts that are going to get won because of this. Right? It'll destroy our political structure. I'm not worried about that. Trump's destroying the structure anyway. So that's just it, guys. Like, this is the perfect time because Trump is the victims are going to be redacted. The victims will always be redacted. But I think we're going to get unredacted release of these documents. And here's why I think it's like, the thing about this, guys, is I think everybody realizes that there's going to be a significant political and societal cost of this happening. But Trump is already taking us there, right? Whether we release the Epstein files or not, Trump is taking us to a place where our politics and our like social and capitalist structure here in America is already weakened and tainted, and nobody trusts it. Nobody believes in it. Like, I literally think the release of this is what's going to spark the next wave of actual unity is going to be around this. This is something everybody can get together behind. We just need a strong man, right? We need somebody with the personality of like Gavin Newsom or J.B. Pritzker, right? We need somebody ruthless. AOC, we need somebody ruthless and with a big voice at the forefront of like the party, okay? And I don't know if it happens in 2028, right? It's like we just need somebody that's going to be a little bit ruthless and fucking let this shit see the light of day. Dude, I think it's coming out, man. I do. I think it's like it's time, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's time. It is time, bro. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I could be wrong, but you know, this, there was a lot of time where it felt like this was never going to see the light of day. You know what I'm saying? Where it was simply never going to see the light of day. But now I don't know, man. I feel, you know, it's, you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is, guys. It's the fact that the Republicans have been derelict in their duties, okay? Congress has sort of turned the other cheek. Them and the Supreme Court have allowed Donald Trump to sort of amass this like very large executive power, okay? A very large, like he is overreached and overextended in the executive power. And so what's going to happen is a Democrat is going to come along that's going to take advantage of that extra executive power. And instead of being like the nice leaning across the aisle guys, they're going to fucking swing some bats. Okay? Somebody is going to swing some bats and fucking do a little damage to these motherfuckers as a result of Trump doing this. You know, it's like the same way with their nuclear option that they literally just did to get all those cabinet positions filled. Somebody that is going to come back and haunt the Republicans, you know, because the Democrats, all right, let me explain this, guys. Many of the Democrats have been like too afraid to flex the power. They always have been concerned about taking the high road, and they've been concerned about the appearance of like bipartisanship, and we're not going to bend any of the rules. We're not going to break any of the rules, right? That's been the Dem role, okay? And that has allowed the Republicans to be rule breakers and fucking and corner cutters, and they can abuse every system. And then the Dems would get in power and be like, we're going to go back to the usual way of doing it. But what I am telling you guys is I think there's a handful of Democrats out there that aren't going to be Mr. Nice Guy anymore. Okay? And it's not Hakeem Jeffries and it's not Chuck Schumer, but I don't think those guys are going to be around that much longer, guys. Okay? I think some Dems are going to come out fucking swinging. You know what I'm saying? I think that's going to happen. We're going to see it. We're going to see it, guys. I'm detecting it already. There are some people that are going to fucking swing the bat. Dude. Yeah. I mean, you know, it was a risky power play. I feel like Trump's little fascist push, it's risky, guys. It is, because we know that Trump isn't skilled enough to actually do like a Bukele takeover. Okay, Trump is. He's not. He doesn't have the skill. And certainly the people in his administration, they're all completely talentless. So Trump's not actually going to be able to take over the whole country. I mean, he'd love to, but he does not have the skill level to accomplish it. And that's why it's going to come back and it's going to slap him in the face, right? Because we're going to get some people in there that do have a skill level at wielding that kind of power. And you watch, man. You watch. Dude, it's coming. It is fucking coming. But this is pretty good news. I can't wait to see what we find out next. I'm personally looking forward to Elon's statement. Aren't you? Don't you want to see Elon's statement? Dude, has he tweeted at all today? He was pretty quiet today on Twitter. Let's go look at him. So, dude, oh, crazy. Dude, no tweets, guys. He retweeted a couple things, right? He did a retweet 6 hours ago. So, dude, holy shit. That means all day, dude, he fucking didn't tweet at all, bro. Imagine engaging on X. Dude, I get paid on X. It's a revenue source. It's dirty money, but I use it for good. Right? But yeah. Dude. You're not gonna guilt me off using a fucking social media network. Imagine generating revenue. Dude, you're literally on YouTube. You're generating revenue for these fucking billionaires. Fuck off. Right? Imagine generating revenue. Dude, you're on the internet. Fuck off. If you use the internet, you're part of the system. Dude, all these people are like, how dare you use Elon Musk generating revenue? It's like, you fucking idiots. Dude, if you use the internet, you fucking are generating revenue for these guys. Quit acting like by fucking, you know what I'm saying? Quit acting. Dude, you hit a chord? Yeah, watch this. You hit a quarter, right? You hit the adios chord. Oh, let's go. Yeah, dude, you didn't hit a chord. I was just fucking around so you could get smug and then I could boot your dumb ass. That's right. Didn't hit a chord. You're a fucking clown show, bro. I just reeled you in. Spit you out, dude, like Hawk Tuah. Dude, that guy just got Hawk Tuah'd. He didn't know what hit him. Oh. Let's go. Dude, I love those guys. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I sound like jank. Dude, you're going to be the next one to go, dude. You're fucking crybaby who's fucking been in here the whole time whining about there's not going to be any more elections. No, I got rid of that guy too. Dude, I'm tired of these whiny bitches who are like, oh, it's over. They already took over. Oh, we can't do anything. Oh, you're on X. Dude, no, I'm on Twitter. Fuck you. It ain't over till it's over. We're going to beat the fascists and quit being whiny bitches. Not in my chat. Go somewhere else with your fucking negativity, right? Go infect your mama's vagina, all right? We don't need that shit around here. Dude. Let's go. Dude, I fucking boot negativity, bro. I don't have time for it. I'm not here to cultivate like whiny little like, oh, we can't do anything to fight the fascists. Dude, seriously. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's the truth, man. It's like if you can't see a way to fight the fascists, you're part of the problem. All right? You're just sitting there being negative and fucking getting everybody all soured. And so they give up? Like, fuck you. Fuck you right in the neck-gina. Right? Let's go. Yeah. Let's go, baby. Oh. Dude, I love muting people, though. It's so fun. right? Dude, you gotta, you remember, guys, just remember, okay? And maybe, guys, you know, the thing is I think part of the reason why I adopt this mindset is because I grew up in fascism, okay? I grew up with a dictatorial, physically and emotionally abusive dad who terrorized everyone in the family. And I witnessed for all 18 years of growing up, I witnessed how the fascist, authoritarian people systematically try to take away people's hope. Okay? That's what they target. They target your hope. They target your will of like thinking you have the ability to fight back. And you just can't give in to that shit. It's like really, really important that you gotta fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's like really, really important that you gotta stay in the fight, guys. You really do. You gotta stay in the fight, boss. Right? Dude, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong, docs. They're tough. You know? Dude, we are all Antifa, boss. Let's go, baby. All right, what do we got next on the docket? On the docket? Dude, oh, shit. Look at that. Another grifter. 𝗙𝗏 is selling sweatshirts. Let's go. But again, guys, you know, I mean, I guess the thing that makes me nervous, though, is there is a group of, like, you know, I don't know, leftist. I mean, I don't even know if they're leftists, really, but they appear to be leftists. But there are a group of leftist voices that I keep seeing that think it's already over and there's not going to be any elections. And they're already like reducing people's fucking fighting will. And I don't understand why they're doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that doesn't mean you put your head in the sand. That doesn't mean you ignore all the shit that Trump is doing. You don't. You have to monitor it all. And you have to be fighting back against all of it. But like the doomers, yeah, dude, there's so much doomerism that's happening already of you know what I mean? And like, you know, I mean, we know the risks though. We know that they're going to use voter suppression. They're suing to get voter rolls. They're going to kick people off the voter rolls. We got to be registering people. We got to be checking our own registration, and then we got to be united and show up in fucking droves. Not like, oh, there's never going to be another election, so I'm just going to sit on my couch and fucking beat off, you know what I'm saying, for the next 2 years. Like, come on, man. We don't have time for that shit. Yes, do not obey in advance. Dude, look at this shit, bro. 𝗙𝗏 is launching a sweatshirt brand. Ew. Dude, she looks like Ivanka. Dude, this is grody, bro. Like, you think Don Jr., he totally pimps her out, doesn't he? Or, I mean, Jared, sorry. Wrong. Wait, no. Dude, I can't remember who's who, dude. Dude, whose kid is she? She's Ivanka's kid, right? It's Jared and Ivanka. Because she looks just like Ivanka. It's freakish, dude. It's creepy. Dude, their faces, the Trump faces are so fucking creepy. Yeah. So she's Don Jr.'s. Who's the one who's Ivanka's kid, right? What's her name? I can't remember Ivanka's kid. This is Don Jr.'s kid. And who is Ivanka's kid? Dude, I literally just made a video about her the other day. Right? Dude. Well, no, Tiffany is out of the picture. No, Tiffany is Marla Maples' kid. And so Trump won't fucking spend any time with Tiffany. Let's see who Kushner's. Oh, it's Bella. That's who it is. Arabella. Arabella Kushner is the one that was in the other video. Dude, Luke, let's go, baby. Oh, shit, guys. We only got 40 seconds, dude. We got 40 seconds for our dance goal. 30 seconds. I don't think we're going to make it. We need 6. So close. Fuck. I let that go. Forgot to warn you guys. Sorry. Had the best time with Grandpa. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Dude, thank you, Luke. Appreciate you, boss. Dude, Brett goes. Let's go. We're 5 shy. Oh, shit. 4. Oh. 2, 1. Oh. 12 out of 15, dude. We were so close, bro. Oh, my God. We were only 3 shy. Almost. Dude, yeah. Isn't this caption weird? Had the best time with Grandpa. Had the best time at the Ryder Cup with Grandpa. Dude, Matt, let's go. All right, we're gonna try a fucking. Let's try another one, dude. Fuck it. We're just gonna try goal upon goal. We're gonna try a new goal every 5 minutes. Dude. All right, we're gonna keep it real. We're gonna do a regular one. We tried a 15. We tried a big one there. There we go. All right, we'll try it again. There it is. Gen X, let's go. LFG, baby. Let's go, dude. Matt, let's go, baby. Let's go, babies. Let's go. Luke, let's go, baby. Yeah, dude, so creepy. They're so creepy. The Trump family, they have the fakest smiles, don't they? Don't they have the fakest smiles? Aren't their smiles like, hi, I've had $10,000 worth of dental work, and I'm just like, I swear to you, I'm totally happy. I swear to you, my dad's not a cocaine addict, right? TK, KT, right? She's using the White House to sell merch, dude. What the fuck is this, bro? Like this. Look at this shit. Dude, Pinky, let's go. Dude, look at this shit, guys. One more time. Let's go. What is this? What is going on here, guys? It's like corruption. Just out the wazoo, bro. She's now filming on White House property to sell merchandise. Dude, this is so unethical. It's illegal. This is illegal. Massively illegal. Like, how are we fucking allowing this shit? You know what I'm saying? I want Kai Trump. I want her in fucking prison, bro. In prison. I want her tried as an adult. Oxford. Let's go. You're wondering why you can't send me super chats. Shredder, I don't know. Somebody help Shredder. Shredder's trying to send super chats. Luke, let's go, baby. Let's go. There it is, conference. Let's go, dude. We are dance goaling. We're getting this shit. Yeah, this is some bullshit. Dude, I'm leaving the music off so I don't get copy struck. But look at that shit, dude. That the entire thing was at the White House, bro. Tried as an adult. Let's go. Dude, I want her tried as an adult. Right? Oh, shit, bro. Dude. KT, short for fucking K. Oh, shit. KT, short for unalive Trump, right? Oh, is he dead yet? KT. Dude, She didn't even notice that, did they? Did they? Dude, let's go. KT, baby. Dude, Luke, let's go. Take care. You too, brother. Light up. Let's go. Dude. Statute of limitations. Dude, I think we need to put her in the clink, dude. Dude, we got 6 of 10. Easy. Easy pickings on this one. Let's go. All right. Yeah, no, it is. You're right. It is objectively shitty, too. That is a good, like, when you look at it, right? It's not even, I mean, dude, it's a fucking crew neck sweatshirt. What the fuck, bro? Right? With a, you know, she's got a fake ass smile, too. Dude, she's such a phony. They're all so phony. Right? Lock them up, baby. Dude, lock these fuckers up. Dude, Matt, she's like 17, boss. You should, like, turn that shit down, bro. Right? She's a kid, dude. Homie. Dude. Shh. You better zip it. Dude. Is she? Yeah, dude. Is she 18? All right. Is she? I don't know that she's 18. Hold on. She is. She turned 18 in May. No, she did. She turned 18 in May. All right, so she's barely 18. Yeah. Dude, and you know what? Who wants to bet? Right? Who wants to bet that they're made in either Vietnam, China, or fucking El Salvador, Nicaragua? Probably Nicaragua or Honduras, right? China, Vietnam, or Honduras, right? Or in Nicaragua. You know it. You know they're not made in America. Let's see if we can find out, dude. Hold on. 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗙𝗏𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 Unisex. All right, here we go. Oh, of course it doesn't say. Dude, somebody's going to have to buy one to find out. Who's buying? 139? Yeah. Dude, Gorg, let's go. Let's go, boss. Dude, D, let's go for Bryce. Let's go. And, you know, not to be the correcting weirdo, but Bryce is a traditional spelling with an I. Right? Just FYI. Dude, I just can't look at her. She's so annoying to look at, dude. Right? I find her so annoying. Dude, we're going to have to see the label. Yep. Yeah, it's not going to tell us. Oh, Lord have mercy. Who'd want one with her initials? Yeah, no, the only thing I could fucking say is if you print over it, right? So you make it so it says unalive Trump. Yeah, we know they're not made in the US, right? And yeah, no, I know there's no information released. See, I always released them, right? Like I would release that shit. That, you know, on my merch, if you go to my websites, when you buy my merch, it'll say, you know, screen printed by hand in America, right? Screen printed in America by a local screen printer, and the shirt was weaved in Nicaragua or what have you. I feel like you have to list it, right? You have to list it. Did they make it to New York City? They left this morning. So they're should be rolling into Salt Lake City at some point. I don't know if they've gotten there yet or not, because they left. I think they were stopping by one of his friend's house to say goodbye to before they left. But somebody's going to buy one. Dude, shit is ugly. Shit is ugly. All right, one more and we dance, baby. Let's go. 130, yeah. So, dude, she doesn't even live with her dad, dude. She lives with her mom, right? You see this? She lives with her mom who's dating Tiger Woods, right? She's like, she's not even with the cokehead, right? Let's look at this guy. What does he got here? Dude, he's such a clown. Said her mom is Vanessa Trump. Now I'm confused. All right, so it was Vanessa Hayden, okay? Trump Jr. began dating her at his father's suggestion. Dude, his daddy picked out his fucking girlfriend. Like, what a bunch of weirdos. So they got married in 2005, him and Vanessa Trump, and then they had all those kids. Okay, so they had Kai and Don the Third and Tristan, Spencer, and Chloe, okay, who's like 11, okay? But so when did their marriage end? So they split in 2018, and then he was dating Kim Guilfoyle, right? But now Guilfoyle, she got sent to Greece. Remember, she's an ambassador because he's got a new girlfriend. So Guilfoyle got the boot, right? So they fucking ended they were engaged, but now they're not anymore. So, yeah, so Vanessa Trump. There she is. And now I guess she's dating Tiger Woods. Yeah, you don't really hear much about her. You know what I'm saying? You don't really hear much about her. So her mom ran a modeling agency. Ah, it's interesting. Luke, let's go with the membership. Let's go, boss. So she dated a Saudi prince, okay? And then she, like, dude, crazy. The relationship ended when he left the U.S. after his father was suspected of being linked to the guys who fucking flew into the World Trade Centers. Bro, think about that. She was dating the son of one of the fucking funders of 9/11. Of course she was. And then she married Trump Jr. at her father's suggestion. They're so gross, dude. They're all like so gross. All of them are gnarly. And now she's dating Tiger Woods, which has got to be hard, bro. A white woman dating a black man, you know Trump is not happy about that, right? This is probably why we never see her, right? We never see her because Trump does not like black people. He does not, bro. He like can't stand them. So gross, dude. Jesus. All right. All right. What else we got on tap here, guys? Do you see this shit about Lisa Murkowski? Speaking of the Epstein files, tell me you guys saw this 𝗙𝗹𝗹𝗪 short, right? Yeah, no, that whole family is terrible, right? The Trump family, dude, they're fucking terrible, bro. So yeah, so I mean Tiger Woods, I'm looking him up because he is a mixed, right? Okay? You know what I'm saying? His father is African American, right? And also native and then Thailand. Yes. Yeah, his mom was from Thailand. I mean, he's got a pretty distinctive look. I feel like when you look at his face, you can absolutely see the Thai, like his Thai mix, right? Dude, I don't know what you're doing with that, but I feel like that one is, I don't really like that term. Yeah, dude. I had a friend who was like Vietnamese that I worked with at a bar, and he was in a crowd of like Asian guys who they were all weed growers, right? There were a bunch of Vietnamese and Thai people that were weed growers, and they're like, I don't know, the Thai people have a really, they have a lot of them have really unique features, really. I don't know. It's really interesting. Dude, I want to go to Thailand really bad. Dude, they're like Vietnam and Thailand. I want to go really bad. I think there's so much like culture there. Have you been? Dude, the culture there is so rich and like, I don't know, really good people. Really, really good people, man. I really want to go, dude. But yeah, so let's look at the 𝗙𝗹𝗪 thing, because Lisa Murkowski, you guys remember Lisa Murkowski? Cambodian? Oh yeah, Travis, let's go. But remember Lisa Murkowski? We're going to watch this shit here, okay? Because look at this. One survivor is exposing Lisa Murkowski's quiet ties to Ghislaine Maxwell, okay? And her husband. Oh, shit. Now oh, Jesus, dude, it's hard to look at her, dude. She is such a fucking, remember her from the Big Beautiful Bill? Right? Remember her awful fucking saying, oh, this bill is terrible. I hope they fucking do something. I hope they make it better. But she voted for it anyway. Dude, she's so bad. Right? Remember this?
Senator Paul said that that your vote was a bailout for Alaska at the expense of the rest of the country.
Oh my God.
That's what Senator Paul said.
Senator, we've got the...
I didn't say it, ma'am. I'm just asking for your response.
My response is I have an obligation to the people of the state of Alaska.
Yeah, my response is I'm a hideous fucking bitch, right? That sold out the whole fucking country and didn't even get a lot for my state. But I hope they make this bill better. I look like E.T. and I hope they make the bill better. Oh, it's so bad. I know everyone's gonna die, but I voted yes. Dude, what the fuck? No, she isn't the one who said we're all gonna die. That was Joni Ernst. That was the senator from Iowa who's not running for re-election, by the way. Joni Ernst, she is not running for re-election. Some have thought that maybe she's gonna be a running mate, that maybe she is going to run as like somebody's VP. But yeah, she is not running for Senate. But yeah, dude, she's terrible.
And I live up to that every single day. I fight for my state's interests, and I make sure that Alaskans are understood. I work hard to take care of a state that has more unique situations, more unique people, and it's just different. And so when people suggest that federal dollars go to one of our 50 states in a, quote, bailout, I find that offensive.
Yeah, we find it offensive that you voted for this thing. And dude, she does look like E.T. I shit you not. Watch, guys. I'm going to show you right now, dude. You think I'm joking. But she literally looks like E.T., boss. She does. Dude, you watch. Let me find a good photo of her, all right? That's not a good one. That one's, like, all beat up. Let's find a good, like, right, straight up photo of her. Here we go. All right. So I guess that one will work. There we go. There she is, Lisa Murkowski. Right? Now let's look at E.T. All right. Dude, tell me it's not spitting image. Dude. Dude, tell me. That's her. I don't care what anybody says, bro. That is her. 100%, bro. I mean, look at the brow lines. Look at the brow lines. Look at the cheek pulls. Dude. That she is E.T., bro. Right? The lips. Dude, what is up? I don't even know what those lips are, bro. Yeah, her eyes are just pinned, bro. I'm burning a hole in your Bible. Dude, that shit is you can't not see it. But anyway, we're going to look at this clip. And because now what we're discovering is in addition to her sinking, America with this big, beautiful bill and selling out America, you got to see she's connected to the Epstein files as well, dude. Okay, look at this shit. You ready? Watch this. This is crazy. Look at her when she was younger. Okay, Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski cast the deciding vote to keep the Epstein files sealed. We dug into why and uncovered a tangled web linking her to Ghislaine, her husband, a powerful donor, and big money in Alaska. Okay, she's connected to Epstein. She is the senator for Alaska. But let's watch this, dude.
These photos change everything we know about why the Epstein files were not released a few weeks ago when there was a vote in the Senate. It shows Senator Lisa Murkowski, a Republican from Alaska, at a forum with Ghislaine Maxwell and her husband, Scott Borgeson. You may have missed this because it was on the same day that Charlie Kirk died, but Senator Murkowski was the deciding vote not to release the Epstein files. So we wanted to understand why she would vote against this. And we spent weeks finding out exactly what her connections were to Jeffrey Epstein. And what we found was a tangled web of connections in Alaska, the senator's home state. In fact, it all comes down to power and a series of...
Yeah, it's Ghislaine Maxwell's husband, that Borgeson guy.
Meetings and events where they talked about the Arctic Circle and they lobbied and tried to expand it, which would obviously help Alaska and Ghislaine Maxwell's husband, who was doing a lot of business, maritime business in the Arctic Circle. There's also a connection to a wealthy Murkowski donor, Alice Rogoff, who just so happened to be Ghislaine Maxwell's friend and the owner of the Alaska Dispatch. So how Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein are connected to Murkowski just pretty much explains how Washington works and why these survivors have been waiting around for so many years.
Yeah, 30 years these survivors have been kicking around.
Answers. And maybe this holds the key as to whether or not they'll finally get the answers. It certainly explains how insidious Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell's connections were to power. You can check out my latest report at 𝗙𝗪𝗠𝗆𝗍𝗪, or you can go to the link in my bio where you can...
See, dude, isn't that crazy? That shit is nuts, boss. Right? That shit is crazy, dude. It really is, boss. Right? I was hoping she had a full length on that, but she does not yet. I'm sure she will eventually. But that is an interesting connection, Now, what's wild about this is it's not just the US, man. You know what I'm saying? It is not just the U.S. We know there's at least one Canadian thing. Can you call me? Yeah, absolutely. All right, hold on, guys. Give me 1 sec. Let me talk to the kid real quick.
to change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't want to hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating.
Let's go! I'm immune to the things they said.
My heart's unbreaking.
You're radiant.
Truth. I know that you will understand because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. Hey, I just want to change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets
Hold on one sec.
better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating.
Sorry. Yeah, no, they're good. They're good. They're good. They just got to Salt Lake like totally late, and so their the motel reservation they had, they like got rid of it because it was after midnight. So the motel canceled their reservation, and Comic-Con is in Salt Lake, so they can't find anywhere to stay, right? There was no availability. So he's good. He just needed to hear a fucking a voice of like, all right, yeah, you got this. Right? It's like, oh shit. Dude, the adventure. Need protest music? Yeah, we do need some protest music. Yeah, sometimes you need to vent. Dude. Handling my business? Nah, he's handling the business. Right? I'm like, you know, I'm just there to provide some luxury advice. Cause I spent a lot of time on the road. So I do know what it's like to be sort of like screwed over, but you know, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. Cause I mean, they're gonna either find a spot somewhere there in Salt Lake, or they're, you know, Orem and Provo are not that far away, or like 40 minutes away, half an hour away. So they can get out of, you like that music? Yeah, it's good shit. Slept in many a U-Haul front seat. Yeah, it's different though when there's two of you. It's not comfortable. And no, they're not towing a car. No, they're moving to New York City. You don't want a car in New York, right? Unless you are wealthy, right? You do not want a car in New York. Dude, are you all right there, Groper? All right, but dude, we got a dance party. So let's get this dance party going. Dude, I like Utah a lot. The adventure begins. Yeah, man. No, they definitely are on an adventure. I mean, they're just in that weird, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, it's now Saturday. So if they're trying to reserve a motel room, you can't really do it online right now because you'd be booking for tomorrow night, right? So dude, that's their predicament. So they're going to have to like do old school. They're going to have to call them like by phone and be like, hey, can we get a room? Like, dude, oh shit. All right, you guys ready to dance? Good. Chaos. Dude, Sandgroper, don't mind me. Could be hypothetically 5 too many gummies. Oh, a lot of gummies dissolving. That's all right. You'll be all right. All right, let's get our dance going, boss. All right, we gotta bring some dance energy to the kids in Utah, to the young adults in Utah out there fucking making it happen. Rolling up, having their hotel reservation canceled, and then Comic-Con so they can't find a place to stay, so they're winging it. But they, like I said, they are resourceful. They're going to make this shit happen, right? I believe. All right, you ready? Let's get it.
Gotta learn choices.
let's go. Oh. All right, let me catch my breath.
I can't pretend. No. I hope this never ends. It's about you. I will never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they say. My heart's unbreaking. Your radiant truth. I know that you will understand because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. You're radiant. You're all I've got.
All right, let's go. Dude, thank you guys. Yeah, no, it turns out they found a hotel and they have to drive a little bit. They have like a half-hour drive, but they're good. They found a hotel. They're heading there. They're making it happen, boss. Dude, like I said, dude, they're fucking resourceful, man. Dude. Oh, yeah.
Back in the day,
Dude, it's crazy, too, because there's a guy, like, I played a lot of shows in Utah. In particular, I played a lot of shows in Provo. Right? I have a pretty close, like, acquaintance. I mean, we were friends, but we were like tour friends. We never lived in the same area. But he and I just reconnected a couple months ago. And so I have a really close, somebody close to the fucking chest right in Provo that also, if worse came to worse, if they couldn't find anything to stay, I bet we could have hooked him up that way too. But, you know, yeah, I used to play a lot of shows. I like Utah. I really do, man. I had mad respect for the state. Dude, I always liked it. I do remember paper maps. Dude, I was still using paper maps when I toured. Although there were times, guys, when I was on tour, you know what happened to me once? So check this out. I got a fun little story. So I was touring in like 2003 to 2006. And that was when there was internet, but there wasn't really internet. We didn't have internet phones, okay? I didn't have an internet phone. And there was internet with the laptop at like a coffee shop and shit. And so finding a coffee shop that left their wireless on overnight was a gold mine because you could park the minivan outside that coffee shop and use their internet, right? If it wasn't locked, if it was open, this was still when people didn't lock everything. But one time, dude, I had the address for this club and it took me out to a fucking trailer park, dude. It was in South Carolina and the club was in Sumter in the city, and the address I had with the map app and the fucking, I had printed out maps. And dude, it was like out in a fucking trailer park. And I was like, dude, there's no club out here. What the fuck am I doing? So you know what I did? I didn't know who to call, but I knew a guy who ran an internet cafe in Portland. And I used to play shows there. So I called the internet cafe and told the kid working, look, I'm a friend of your boss. and I am in South Carolina, and I am looking for this club, and I am like fucked up out here. Can you please help me? And the kid got on the computer in Portland at the internet cafe and totally helped guide me to how to get to this club. I didn't know who else to call, man. I was like so fucked, bro. But I knew Eric had this business, and so I called him up and was like, can you guys please help me? Like, I'm fucking so lost right now. And so, yeah, the kid from the internet cafe, like, help me, dude. Oh, shit. It's funny. I mean, dude, you just, like, sometimes you need help, you know? You know what I'm saying? It's rough out there, boss. It is, dude. Fuck, bro. The shit's funny. When you spend a lot of time on the road, you, like, wacky shit happens. Ah. Let's go. All right. Dude, yeah. Dude, I like this song, man. I have not heard that Wonderful Mess song in a while. It's good shit. Check the Discord. What do we got? What do we got? Dude, oh, Fox News had a former Antifa member? Oh, dude, that's bullshit, a former Antifa member. Dude, there's no such thing as Antifa. Oh, the 𝗙់𝗵𝗹𝗪 sexist Nazi POTUS? Dude, yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to check that out. See, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to get copy struck, but, dude, that is, I've heard about that. Oh, shit. Dude, that's the song, right? What is it? 𝗙Percallis, racist, sexy, Nazis. 𝗙Percallis, fascist, racist, sexist, Nazi POTUS. Dude, let's go. Yeah. Dude, the Antifa guy. Dude, we got to watch the Antifa guy. Hold on. I got to see this, bro. This is some bullshit, right? Let's watch this, dude. All right? Because this is some clown shit straight from Fox News.
President Trump officially.
All right, taking on Antifa. All right, so first off, okay, dude, Antifa is bullshit. There's no organization. It's like MAGA, okay? That's what Antifa is. Antifa is like MAGA. There's no, like, right? There's no organized MAGA movement. People simply identify with the belief system of MAGA, right? And I mean, you could say Donald Trump is the leader of MAGA, but it's not an actual organization. It's just an ethos, okay? And the same with fucking anti-fascism. There are a bunch of people that believe in fighting the state when the state is oppressive, but they are not an organized group. They are not having like membership meetings or recruitment or anything like that. That is all fucking nonsensical. It's simply a philosophy of when the government oppresses us, we will fucking fight back. And dude, I believe in this shit. Okay? I do. I believe in this shit. Absolutely. That like, you know, you should fight back. I mean, dude, Boston Tea Party, anyone? Like, come on, bro. This is kind of in our natural fucking fiber. Right.
President Trump officially signing an executive order designating Antifa as a domestic terror organization.
Now, see, here's the problem with this designation is the fact is there is no such thing as Antifa. Okay. But like declaring Antifa as a domestic terrorist organization means now like anybody that they want to call Antifa. But here though, guys, here's the thing that's sort of nonsensical about this. They would still have to prove it, okay? Like they could say somebody, oh, these protesters are Antifa and whatever, they arrest them. But dude, they can't fucking get a conviction without having to prove that they're part of this Antifa group. And there's no way to prove that shit because that shit doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what's fucking wild about this shit is I feel like this shit is going to be used to terrorize people in the short term and to harass protesters and to threaten them with, you know, like what they're doing with Comey and all that shit. But the reality is they're still going to have to prove this shit, okay? They're going to have to prove this. Like, you can arrest somebody for being associated with Antifa, the domestic terrorist org, but like, all right, let's see your proof when we get in court of this Antifa organization. Like, I'll bet you a fucking $500,000 that there's no way they could prove fucking somebody is Antifa. And I mean, if you really want to know who Antifa is, dude, it's these guys, bro. All right? Right? Dude, there you go. There's Antifa, boss. Right? All right. Yeah. Nice. Fucking dickheads. Trump. MAGA, you fucking shitheads. Fucking clowns. Like, what a clown show. All right, let's go. Let's look at the ex-Antifa member here.
All as the White House aims to crack down on the sources funding the group.
President Trump has promised he will directly address the dark sources funding and supporting this domestic terrorism to finally restore order in our country.
Dude, look at her lips, bro. Dude, her lips get more fucked up every day.
The American people can expect further, very strong action on this very soon. Everyone, Republican, Democrat, everyone in between, we all deserve to live in a country where we do not have to fear for our lives simply for stating what we believe in.
Former Antifa activist Gabriel Nadales joins me now. Thanks so much for being on the program. And look, it is unclear at this point exactly what this designation means.
Dude, this guy is the former Antifa activist? Dude, this guy, come on, bro. This is comedy. Dude, like I said, I know some people in Portland that are of the, you know, smack down the Proud Boys movement, right? I do know some people that are the, you know, the people that fucking go toe to toe with the Proud Boys and people that will, you know, exercise their right to protest wildly against ICE or a police station or a federal building, etc. But like, dude, this fucking guy, this guy is a clown, bro. Yes, you're right. What Shape said, that dude is my librarian. Dude, this guy is like a barista at a gay-owned coffee shop, okay? This guy is not fighting the Proud Boys, bro. Dude, I swear to you. Dude, this guy is the barista down at the neighborhood gay-owned coffee bar.
Legally. But, Gabrielle, what are you hoping it means?
Gabrielle.
Well, you know, this is a long time coming, and I really hope that that Congress really follows suit and helps define what this means. But what some of these things means is that a lot of the self-described Antifa groups that are very localized, now we can actually call them legitimately domestic terrorist groups. And now there's a lot of ideas, or there's this idea that Antifa is merely an idea, and to an extent...
Dude, there's show in Portland, of course. Dude, we don't fuck around here in Portland. It's the one thing I like about Portland, guys, is that, like, we have people here that, like, we don't fuck around, right? He rang you up at Dollar General. Sounds about right.
That is true. But Antifa is a very collective or a specified set of ideas that believes in political violence to enact its own political goals. That is literally the definition of terrorism. So if you call Antifa just an idea, it is literally the definition or the idea of terrorism itself.
No, dude, this guy is such a clown, dude. And Antifa, no, it's a simple philosophy. We don't like fascists, okay, you fucking clown, right? We don't like fascists. If the state's going to oppress us, we're going to revolt. And we're not like committing political violence. There might be some property damage in a revolt against the state. And I mean, dude, I'm not advocating you go out there and like burn buildings and shit, but I personally, my personal belief system is if the police oppress the people and the people ask the cops to stop oppressing and the cops don't, and they continue to be oppressive, I think it's okay to take out some anger on the building, okay? On the federal buildings, I think that's okay. I mean, there are buildings. We paid for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way I look at it. All the government buildings, we paid for it. So if they oppress us and we do something to the buildings we paid for, we're allowed to do that. We built the goddamn building. You either serve us the way we're paying you to serve us, or we're going to take our building back. And that's our right as citizens. We paid for the goddamn building. It's our building. That is my police station. That is my ICE facility. Okay? We paid for that shit. So you need to operate it the way we are commanding you to operate it, or we're going to take it back, because it does not belong to you, ICE agents. It belongs to us, you know? And I think people forget that. They act like the state owns us. No, we own the state. We do. We own the state, which is why the cops need to not be fucking around with us and oppressing us and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And so like, if you're going to continue like oppressing the people and you're not going to respond to our needs, we may well then take back our building, and we may decide we don't want it to be an ICE facility anymore. We want it to be a parking lot or a dog park, right? And we have a right to convert that ICE facility to a dog park if you keep fucking around. You know, I think that's legitimate, guys. Now, I think normally this is only, you know, in extreme circumstances, but dude, we do need some affordable housing. And so if the ICE facility is going to be oppressors and they're not going to fucking take their job seriously, then we may need to convert that building to affordable housing. And I believe it is our right as taxpayers who bought that building in the first place. It's just, this is common fucking sense, you know? And you know what's crazy is, check this out, guys, because I had some shithead in my comments the other day where he said something about tyranny. He was like, you leftists, like you're on the side of tyranny. And I'm like, really? I'm like, you dumb fuck, right? I'm like, bro, I hate to break it to you, boss, but this, okay? This is tyranny, right? Masked, weaponed people, just racially profiling people at will, breaking their arms, breaking their windows, kicking down their doors, no warrant, no license plates on the cars, and they're just fucking putting guns to people's heads and dragging them out of their car and sending them to destination unknown. That's fucking tyranny, you dumb shits. Some guy was like telling me that I'm supporting tyranny. It's like, you fuckwits. These guys all cry about the First Amendment and how, they cry about the Second Amendment and how they have these guns to prevent the tyranny of the government. And then the tyranny of the government's happening right in front of them, and they're all sticking their guns up their ass. You know, it's like, what the fuck, bro? This is tyranny, boss. Masked, unfucking regulated marauders just storming through the fucking streets, dude. Please. 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 All right.
When you first heard about this move from the White House, did you think, okay, this is to get the folks dressed in black on the ground that you see destroying communities? Or did you think more so, like I said in the introduction, this is to find the people funding Antifa?
So it's really interesting because Antifa has several different sources of funding. One of the ways that I remember for back in my day, a lot of people did have jobs and they were self-funded. But I do know that there's been...
Dude, look at him. Look at what he said. Back in my day, a lot of people had jobs and they were self-funded. Of course they were self-funded, right? What an idiot, bro. Dude, he got his funding from his paycheck at the coffee shop.
Been several different, like, I'm not sure specifically, it's not GoFundMe kind of thing, but websites like GoFundMe that will set fundraisers for Antifa activists to get them out of jail, to do all...
Dude, websites like GoFundMe. Dude, GoFundMe is like called people pitching in for the cause, dude. What a dickhead. Websites like GoFundMe. Yeah, they do a GoFundMe to get their activists out of jail. Yeah. Oh, what are you going to do? You're going to go bust GoFundMe? Dude, what a dickhead, bro. Oh, my God.
These things. I remember several years ago that you had Representative 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗶 supporting people to donate to bail people out of jail who were affiliated with Antifa. And there's also book author Mark Bray, who wrote the book Antifa, the Anti-Fascist Handbook, who actually donates a proceed of his books to certain unnamed Antifa-esque organizations. So there was definitely
Antifa-esque organizations, dude. Dude, they're so funny, bro. Yes, Allie, apparently Antifa are using the same funding source as the woman who calls children the N-word. Yes, they are in fact using the same money source.
A lot of different sources of funding from the grassroots level to a lot of different fundraisers and campaigns.
Do you think that this designation as a terror organization will force people to think twice about joining or funding?
Dude, oh shit.
Antifa, and I'm asking you this based upon your experience.
See, you see this though, guys? I think this Fox host, as degenerate as Fox is, I think this Fox host is about to really hit what's going on here, okay? Because if you look at everything Donald Trump does, okay, they're trying to scare you, right? They're firing a missile into a fishing boat in Venezuela because they think they're going to scare the drug boat people from coming to America, right? They threatened the 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗶 with 30 years or the sandwich thrower 30 years because they're trying to scare you from protesting and throwing another sandwich. But guys, we just need to keep throwing sandwiches, okay? Because fuck these guys. All their threats, they're going to talk about source. They're going to issue indictments. They're issuing the indictment against James Comey. Dude, Comey is going to beat that indictment on like day one. That case is getting dismissed. Fuck these guys. Don't be afraid. Keep throwing sandwiches, okay? Keep throwing sandwiches, all right? Right? Because they're harmless. It's not real violence. Sandwich throwing is not real violence, okay? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they're just trying to, the Trump admin is like, ooh, Antifa's domestic terrorists. Oh, so they're hoping that people stop protesting because they're afraid they're going to be considered Antifa. But like, fuck you, bro. I saw this, guys. You ready? Let me just show you. Look at this. Here's what I saw, dude. You know Scott Presler, the weirdo who like tries to get people into voting? This guy registers voters, Okay? And look at what he does. He's their gay voter registration guy. But look what he said here. He said, please begin scouring the internet and keeping receipts on every user that identifies with Antifa. Right? They want to speak to everyone's manager is what they want to do, bro. Oh, scour the internet. Get receipts. Oh, we're going to be threatening. We're going to get you busted. And I immediately got under there and said, here's one, you dumb fucks, right? We are all Antifa. Go fuck yourselves, you fucking powerless clowns. Because fuck them. Like everybody in America should put Antifa in their fucking bio, right? Put that you are the COO of Antifa Local 497. And fuck them, dude. They can grab receipts on all of us. Dude, fuck all of these fucking clowns, okay? Every single one of them, everybody's like, I am anti-fascist, right? Just get in there. And I mean, I think I'm going to put it in my bio, dude. I'm the fucking head of the the local Antifa chapter 6969, right? Right? But I mean, they're just trying to like be bullies and saying like, ooh, if you find somebody who's Antifa, we're going to get you in trouble. We're going to ask to speak to your manager. Oh, dude, they are fucking like, dude, look at this shit. This guy's right here. This is just a sign of their weakness, guys. Okay? This is a sign of how insecure they are, right? Like, you remember they would get mad at us for using cancel culture when they were racist or like super transphobic or whatever, and they had ramifications for sexual assault or whatever. But it's like, we never went around posting, hey guys, collect receipts of every person you see being like transphobic because we're going to get them all arrested, right? No, if you encountered somebody that was a piece of shit, you fucking brought consequences for the piece of shit. But they are like, guys, look everywhere. Turn over every stone. Like anytime you see the word Antifa, make a note. Collect receipts, guys. Right? We're going to round them all up. Dude, but like, fuck these guys, dude. If I saw this guy in the street trying to round me up as Antifa, bro, I would wrestle him to the ground and fucking steal his fucking cowboy boots. Dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This shit is clownery. Dude, everybody's in right? Dude, everybody's just clowning this guy. Your grandfather would kick you in the balls and tell you fucking Dude, look at this. Oh, that's amazing. Your grandfather would kick you in the balls and tell you to cut that fucking hair, bro. June 6, 1944, Antifa forces landed on the beach in Normandy. Dude, oh shit. Oh, they're like, dude, this account posts Antifa members. Oh yeah, sure it does. Right? Antifa in 1945, dude. Oh, found in Antifa. It's Captain America. Oh shit. Dude. So funny, bro. Old school Antifa. Dude. They're such idiots, bro. Dude, yes, I am Antifa. Look at him. He's like received. Oh, shit, bro. Dude, look at Rebecca Jones. She's a whistleblower from Florida. Look, she said chief of PR for Antifa. TM. Oh, fuck. That's so good. Huh? Oh, shit. That's so good, dude. Chief of PR for Antifa. There we go. Dude, even Alex Jones is having a conniption. Oh, this one's good, too. Oh, I like that. That's a good one, dude. Oh, shit. That's nice. I think we got to save that. Let's go. Dude, that's good. Good shit. Yeah, see, this is really interesting. Like legally, there's no such thing, right? There, you know what I mean? Like domestic terror group, but this is going to be really interesting because it's more of Trump's like fucking dog and pony show. You know? It is. It's Trump's fucking jerk off show. You know? Because like, what are they declaring? There's no membership. There's no like, you know, it's not a network like the Proud Boys that have a name and a network, and they have meetings, and they own property and shit. They have a specified leader. Like they're so dumb, bro. Dude, let's go. Oh, look, Colorado State Representative. Dude, I am Antifa. Dude, I'm very Antifa. All right. Woo. Dude, fucking clowns, bro.
Campaigns.
Do you think that this designation as a terror organization will force people to think twice about joining or funding Antifa? And I'm asking you this based upon your experience in this group, listening to the people, being alongside them. You think this slows Antifa down in any way, shape, or form?
Well, actually, I wrote about this on The Hill several years ago, I think maybe 5 years ago, that labeling Antifa a domestic terrorist organization would really have two effects. The first one is that it really will help law enforcement to really target some of these terror cells. But the second of all, it would be to a PR battle, because to an extent...
See, that's all it is. All it is a jerk-off PR battle. Because they're not going to be able to fucking prove anybody is Antifa, because Antifa doesn't exist. All of this is just for them to fucking jerk off to each other with their little right-wing nonsense.
Antifa continues to claim itself as the anti-fascist and like, oh, if you are against Antifa, you're pro-fascist. But that's nothing can be further from the truth.
No, it's absolutely true, you fucking dumbass.
Combat Antifa is to combat political violence, no matter where it comes from.
Dude, if we want to talk political violence, let's talk about this guy, dude. Right? Right? You want to talk political violence? Let's talk about the Denver shooter, right? Evergreen. You know? I mean, let's talk about political violence. Let's talk about the fucking neo-Nazi incel motherfuckers. Okay? Right? Like Desmond Holly. Okay? 16 years old, radicalized by right-wing neo-Nazi, anti-Semitic, white supremacist ideology online. Okay? He is groomed by the Nick Fuentes and Charlie Kirks of the world. By the Enrico Tarrios and Joe Biggs and Jack Posobiec, right? These fucking clowns, bro. Nobody's talking about this. Everybody's too busy, like, giving a fucking foot massage to Erica Kirk while she sits next to an empty chair and they fucking hit the cash register, right? But, like, dude, we should be talking about this guy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? This is the recurring problem that we have had over and over and over again. And like, dude, man, part of me feels bad for these kids, okay? And I don't want you to get the wrong idea, because I think they should be fucking held accountable for their behavior. But like kids that are growing up in fucked up, you know, in fucked up ways, they don't have the right kind of parental support. They're getting fucking pipelined. Okay? I mean, our internet, these algorithms can pipeline you guys, and it happens quick. If you're like a gamer kid, okay? If you're a gamer kid, like, you can get pipelined so fast, okay? There's so much peer pressure for these young men, and we don't address young men's mental health. We don't address young men as like being these capable fucking, you know, emotionally sound beings, Okay, what we do is we a lot of them have dads that don't even work on their own feelings. They don't have a role model that shows them how to regulate their emotions. And then they get into these gamer circles where they're exposed to people like Myron Gaines and Andrew Tate and Jake Shields and Nick Fuentes and all these fucking corn cobs that fucking, they get pipelined. And young men do have a lot of rage. It's a part of growing up, a part of going through puberty. And if you don't have good role models and you get pipelined and they tell you that, like, how to direct that rage, like, man, anybody can get caught up in that shit. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, you're fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's fucking dangerous out there. You know, all it takes is the right type of neglect from the parents, and everybody is, you know, at risk. You know what I'm saying? And then if you have somebody that just has a little bit of a mental health struggle, they can be at serious risk. And it's fucking dangerous, man. It is fucking dangerous. And so what's crazy, guys, is, can I just tell you something? Okay? Because you know that picture I just fucking pulled? Okay? Let me just tell you. Look at this, guys. Okay? You see this? This army man? I was all attracted to this. So when I was a kid, the only toys we had in the 70s, guys, were army men and tanks. And they were cheap and they were plentiful, and everybody played with army men. And what's crazy is you got this idea of the good guys using violence and force to take over the bad guys. And we were raised to be pro-military. So when you're raised to be pro-military and you are indoctrinated to believe that the police wielding weapons, the soldiers wielding weapons is okay, it's easy for kids to get pipelined into using weapons in this other shit, because they've already been groomed that, like, force is okay when it's for the, like, the right of the good, when you're doing the work of the good, man. It's like our whole culture fucking like supports this shit. You know what I'm saying? Our whole culture encourages this shit. Like, we were raised to believe that as a young person that killing was okay if you were doing it for America, if you were doing it for the movement. You know what I'm saying? For democracy, for freedom, right? And dude, that shit really, like, gets into your head, man. You know, they try to train you to, like, right? In the 70s and 80s, they trained us all to want to go in the military, guys. And if you were from a poor family in the Midwest, that's how you're going to get money for college. That's how you're going to get your, you know, the GI Bill and shit. The whole thing is a fucking con, bro. So I feel for these kids that go down that pipeline. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I do, man. I mean, obviously the motherfucker needs to be held responsible for his actions. But, you know, kids, when they're, you know, growing up, young men, there's a lot of pressure to conform, to find a group. And if you're lonely and if you're disconnected, it's real easy to fall in with, like, the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I went through a phase like that. I didn't fall in with white supremacists, but I fell in with, like, drug addicts. And believe me, it, like, changed, you know, the course of my existence. Because, you know, you can fall in with people and you start, you know, engaging in the behavior that everybody considers to be cool. You need that connection, man. And, like, dude, it's fucked up. But they don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But dude, that kind of shit is not happening on the left. Like, I saw somebody say in chat how, like, you don't have the Proud Boys, you don't have the Oath Keepers on the left. You don't. The people on the left are, like, they're protesting, they're fighting for health care. They want a higher minimum wage. You know, they want to hold government leaders accountable. They want no more weapons. They're not, like, fucking, you know, training at the shooting range and shit. They're just not, man.
Because to a certain extent, and actually to a great extent, whenever a lot of these Antifa activists, they are themselves the terrorists, they are themselves the fascists. So labeling them as such, as domestic terror groups, it really helps in the battle against Antifa and the PR.
They are themselves the fascists. Yeah, I'm sorry, dumb shit, but the fascists are the people with the power, bro. The fascists are the cops. The fascists are never the guys fighting the cops, okay? You know what I mean? Like this guy, they are the fascists, the Antifa. No, they're not called the fascists. You're calling them Antifa. They are anti-fascist. I know this guy is a clown, dude.
Because it really shows them for what they are. They are a domestic terrorist movement.
Gabrielle, before we let you go, why did you stop being an Antifa activist?
Well, there's a lot of reasons why, but I really...
Oh, yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, my mommy wouldn't let me go out after 8 p.m. anymore, so I had to quit the Antifa club. Dude, did you see his face? He doesn't even have an answer. He's like, dude, I decided to move in with my boyfriend, and I got kicked out of Antifa. Watch his face.
Well, they are a domestic terrorist.
Let me look over here and see what they're putting on my cue card, because I don't really know how to answer that.
This movement.
Gabrielle, before we let you go, why did you stop being an Antifa activist?
Well, there's a lot of reasons why, but I always talk about how I started reading about Thomas Sowell and Milton Friedman. I really kind of opened my mind, and as soon as I started talking to my friends about these ideas at the time, they started calling me a capitalist pig.
Dude, he started reading the Economist stuff. They called him a capitalist pig. Dude, all the Antifa people... The people in the Antifa Treehouse Club started calling him a capitalist pig. So he went and did he did water ballet instead. Oh, shit.
All these other things. They started ostracizing me because I dared to ask questions when I was still a kid. I was like 17. And, that's kind of what opened my mind to see, like, well, what else is out there?
He was 17, bro. Right? So he was an Antifa activist at 16. Yeah, sure. Dude, Antifa, what a clown, bro. Oh, my God.
So I started becoming involved in the liberty movement, and I slowly walked away from that. It was not a overnight thing. It was a slow transition, but really that's some 10 years ago now.
I'd like to say that we're happy you're on the side of good, but, I'm pretty sure the Antifa folks won't be happy I said that. I'm just going to have to deal with that.
Dude. How do they do these fucking news programs with a straight face? Like, who watches this shit? You know what I mean? Like, seriously, guys. I mean, I know that they're fed, like the Fox News people are fed on like needing to believe this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to believe that Antifa exists and all this, but like, who? Honestly, who on earth looks at like this guy and thinks, wow, that's really a former Antifa? You know what I'm saying? Like this guy, wow, they had this former Antifa guy on tonight. And like, right? You know what I mean? Like who buys into this? How fucking dumb do you have to be to believe this shit? Like, seriously, like, we have a serious educational crisis. I know he's not white. You don't have to be white to be Antifa, though. But dude, it's so funny. Like, seriously, who does this? Who watches this and thinks, oh, man, dude, this guy wrote for The Hill? Yeah, no, I know. He said he wrote for The Hill. Dude. Gabriel Nadales, right? This guy. Let's see. Let's look at him. Right? There he is. Dude. Dude, there's no way, bro. Yeah, this guy was Antifa, bro. Alex P. Keaton. Oh, shit, bro. Right? Dude, Waldo. Dude, I think I saw him on an episode of Where's Waldo? Oh, shit. Oh, that's funny. Dude, that is funny, bro. Oh, my God. Where's Antifa Waldo? Dude, look at this. It says Gabriel is a conservative libertarian activist who was formerly an anti-fascist activist. Since 2008, he was a member of Anti-Fascist Action. Okay? But let me see. When was he born, dude? He attended several rallies and counter protests, bro. Dude, I went to rallies. Dude, me and my kid, after George Floyd, me and Jenny and my kid locked arm with the wall of moms at the federal building, and we went up against cops with riot gear. What does that make me a former Antifa member? But dude, when was this kid born, dude? Let's find out when he was born. Because you notice he didn't put his birthday there. So he's born in 94, right? So that means when he was 18, right? He said he was 17. When he was 17, he went to a couple rallies and counter protests. And now he's like Fox News' source. Oh. Dude, that's funny. What a clown, bro. Dude, you know he's hooking up with Benny Johnson, though. You just know it. I have no doubt in my mind that this kid and Benny have definitely done the deed, bro. They have definitely done the deed. Absolutely, boss. Right? Dude, that guy's mother wears combat boots. Oh, shit. Oh, that's funny, bro. Dude, I had a friend in 8th grade whose mom wore combat boots and she smoked cigars and she didn't shave her armpit hair. Now, guys, this was a small town in Wisconsin, okay? This was a town of like 10,000 people in Wisconsin where there were no women that smoked cigars and grew armpit hair in the fucking early 80s. I mean, we're talking like 82, right? 81, okay? And she was pretty amazing. I really liked his mom because she did not give a fuck, bro. She like swore like a sailor, and she was like, she was really cool to hang out at his house because she like took shit from nobody, okay? She was, I'm pretty sure she was involved in some activism or something in college before she moved back to her husband's like small town. But she was badass. Like, dude, her last name was Webb. Dude, she was amazing though. She was so fucking smart, right? She was like so smart and so feisty. I love going over to his house because I just thought his mom was like so cool. Because my mom was like a pushover who like wouldn't, she wouldn't go to nursing school because she didn't think she could graduate. She was always putting herself down. She wouldn't drive on the freeway because it was too scary, right? And then this kid's mom was like ready to go crack skulls if her fucking neighbor like pulled some shit. And I was like, dude, I like her, man. Dude, she was amazing. Oh, she was powerful, dude. Oh, fuck, bro. Ex-Antifa member. Anarchists? Yeah, pretty much. Dude, I knew some anarchists in Duluth that were pretty cool. They had a whole house. They're like, when I would play shows in Duluth, I would hang out with them and I would stay at their house. And they were like super cool. Like what they used to do, guys, is there's a lot of microbreweries, right? There's a lot of breweries that make microbrews and shit around Duluth. And they throw out all the dented cans. And so these guys, they did that with the microbreweries or the places that processed meats, like meat packing plants. They would go and pick up the shit that got thrown away and they would fucking repurpose it. So they had this house that they had like multiple refrigerators just filled with like dented cans of really good beer, and they had meat and fucking products and shit that were thrown away from businesses around town. And dude, they were living like amazing. You know what I'm saying? And they just like hooked it up, dude. They were out there just taking everybody's scraps and shit and living like fucking kings, with very little, with not having to work so much and shit. Dude, it was awesome. I loved them. And the girls like that lived there were fire spinners, and they had fucking like you know, a lot of them had dreadlocks and shit. They were fucking cool, man. Dented meat? No. There's no dented meat. But they throw away shit. You know what I'm saying? They throw, like places throw away shit that doesn't look good. You know what I mean? I mean, part of product, I don't know how it works. I don't know how they collected the foodstuffs. But I mean, even with grocery stores or with restaurants, right? I used to work at Jerry's Deli in LA, and we were a 24-hour deli, and every night we would throw out all the fried chicken and the bread, and right, we would throw out the cheesecakes and everything because you can't serve it. You got to keep making it fresh. Now, because of, you know, legal liability, they lock the dumpsters and throw it in dumpsters and shit, but you can grab all that shit. If you, right, we used to make bags of like fried chicken and bread, and I would like go outside of Westwood, I would go to Hollywood, and I would fucking give that to homeless people and shit. And be like, dude, you didn't get it from me, but you guys want a fucking bag of fried chicken and some fucking, you know what I'm saying? A couple loaves of bread, dude, some bagels. Dude, you know, just, we could spread that shit out. But they were doing that shit, going around to local businesses, collecting that stuff. And like, you know, freezing meat and grabbing all the beers and shit. It was pretty cool. I like that. I like those vibes, dude. One man's trash. Because a lot of that shit, it has to look right. Right? It has to look right. You know? But, dude, yeah, they were scavengers. Pretty cool. Feeding the poor is merciful. It is. It is. Unfortunately, it's hard to do in America because of legal liability, right? You know, there is, like you can't really give shit away because you could give it away, and if something happens to the person you gave it to, they can then sue you. Right? So you got to be fucking careful with that shit. But all right, dude, I am gonna go make video though. All right, I gotta get cracking, boss. All right, I gotta get cracking on the video making. Could be anything. Let's go. It's time to hit edit mode. Dude, we need something with some kick. Oh, there we go. We're going to go out with Radiant. Let's go, baby. Appreciate you guys. My first day of being an empty nester. Thank you to everybody who donated tonight. That was amazing. I'm glad we got a dance party. Dude, my kids out there are fucking making a brand new world. Oh, goddamn, I'm excited for him. Going to New York City just in time for Zora Mamdani. It's going to be the perfect spot for him and his girlfriend. And now I'm gonna go be an empty nester, right? Oh shit, bro. That's fucked up. I'm gonna be all alone tonight for the first time in like forever, dude. It's gonna be weird. So I don't know, maybe I'll make more content, all right? I'll see you guys tomorrow though. I fucking love you. Thanks for being here. Good night.
I will never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant truth. I know that you will understand because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. Hey, I just want to change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my picture together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. It's about you. I would never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant truth. I know that you will understand, because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. You're radiant. Why don't you say that's it at your fingertips? Wanna kiss those lips? You cannot behave like that. Is that a fact? Well, mine's real stiff, 'cause I feel all washed upside down and out of place, unerasing every social grace I lack, like a heart attack. You can have it back. Goodbye, my love, without a trace. Why don't you lose your grip on playing innocent? Got me turning on me. You never wanna give again. I'm shy when I ask you why. You don't know what to say, so you just say goodbye. Get good at comparisons, and even better at avoiding your friends. I'm so sorry, I'm so delicate. So there you go. Goodbye, my love is out of breath. love.